small group activity. And I think about 7 of the 9 small groups we had was literally just, like, we're going to pray and listen to God and see what he has to say to you. But we showed him a whole bunch of these verses out of the Bible about this is what the Bible says you are, that you are chosen, you are holy, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You're the image of God, and all these things are true about you. Then at some point we had them identifying you, look at your fear, your guilt, and your shame, the things that have gone on in your life. Let's look inside and see what you're believing about yourself that's not true. And we're watching as these guys, who don't even really know most of the people that they're here in these circles with, start confessing some of the worst things you could imagine. The things that have happened to them, the things that they've done, the things that have been going on in their lives. And it's like, it's good because this is what the Bible calls confession. Like, these things happen to me. This is what's going on in my life. This is what I believe about myself. This is what and we take those, what we call false identity statements, that I am weak, I am powerless, I am useless, I am whatever, and we make them write them all down on a bunch of note cards. Because then the next day in the activity is like, we all met in a worship service around a wooden cross and gave them all a nail and a hammer. They had them to literally take these false identities and nail them to the cross, because that's what the cross was all about. And then we prayed the next day, say, all right, let's let Jesus tell you who he thinks you are. Let him tell you how he sees you. And man, the stuff that we were getting out of these kids, there were some, hey, I'm a child of God, but I'm a voice for the voiceless. I am a protector of the children. I am. And legit, the God, this is who I created you to be. And I don't think I've ever seen in a 4 or 5 day period the amount of absolute legitimate transformation in my life than what we saw that week amongst these kids. And the stuff that this is what God said to me. These kids don't have Bible training. They don't have anything else to pull from. They're receiving straight from God the truth about who they are and who he created them to be. And to really just kind of put the icing on the cake for us, there was literally 2 different moms when they brought their sons to us for this camp. They said, good luck. Said, I don't know what you're going to do with this kid because he doesn't listen to anybody. I don't even know if he's going to stay here. He's probably going to try the wrong way, so keep an eye on him. But one of them was like, hey, do you think you could keep him for 2 weeks? It's like, they're like, I don't know what you're going to do. But it's like, after that camp was done, then the next week we had a different mission team come in. So we're doing outreach in the neighborhoods like this. We were going out to the schools and doing programs at their schools. And we had the teachers and the parents of these kids both saying to us, I don't know what you did with these boys. This is not the same kid that I dropped off with you 5 days ago. He's hanging out at home. He's helping with the chores. He's being respectful. They're doing their schoolwork. They're doing all these things. We didn't talk to them about chores. We didn't talk to them about schoolwork. We didn't talk to them about doing their homework. We didn't talk to them about any of that. We talked to them about what's true and what's not true about who you are. And when they knew that, everything else was easy. It flowed. They knew how to behave if they know who they are.